There you are. Here I am. Hey, family. Come on in, everybody. Listen, I want to come in. I want to come in and just share some thoughts with you on tools or toys. It's a powerful thought, powerful revelation. I wanted to make sure that you have an opportunity to hear it and to be a part of what I'm talking about today. So come on in, everybody. And for those of you who are willing to, I would be honored if you would make sure that you would send this link to others and encourage them to come on as well, as we are talking about something that's super important, particularly as we come to the end of a calendar year. I'm your host tonight, Dr. Jeff Williams, an empowerment expert, and it is my joy to share these thoughts with you tonight. And so come on in, everybody. It's awesome to see you come in tonight. Awesome, absolutely awesome. As you're coming in tonight, I want you to type in these three words: toys or tools. Would you do that? That is the price for admission tonight. Toys or tools. Let's see if you'll follow that instruction for me tonight. Just type it in: toys or tools. Thank you for joining in tonight, coming in from all my Facebook pages, my LinkedIn profile, my YouTube page, my Twitter account even has this. And so thank you for being on tonight. I most certainly will not keep you long, but I want to share this thought with you, and hopefully, after we've been together for a few minutes, you'll recognize how important this moment is. So thank you for coming in today. Yes, thank you, Johnny, for typing in toys or tools. That's the price for admission tonight. Toys or tools. Man, this is super exciting. I'm so glad. I am so glad you're on tonight, and that I'm having this opportunity to share these quick thoughts with you tonight. So come on in, everybody. And as you're coming in, if you be so kind to hit a share button and invite others to the broadcast as well. If you're on my YouTube pages, please do me the honor of subscribing to that page as well as sharing it. That'd be really powerful. Thank you for doing that. For those of you who are new to this page and new to me, I'm Dr. Jeff Williams, and I serve as a pastor in the local church, but also I am an empowerment expert. Which makes me an expert? Well, the very fact that I've been doing this for a number of years, helping people really live their best life, finding practical ways to help people live their best life. As a matter of fact, I have over 1,500 students who have been in my courses, accessed the books, and in one course alone, over 1,009 students. And reason why I mention that is because I'm not just making this stuff up. These are tried and true principles that will make a difference in anybody's life who applies them. And so this is the night in which I'm going to share some things with you and give you an opportunity to get involved in one of my new courses that I just dropped. So come on in, everybody. As a matter of fact, and I want to share this picture with you. I was recently given the key to the city, and I presented it to my mother. And so I'm going to put that on the screen. Let's see if it'll come up. Oh, I did it. There we go. That is my mother. That is Lily. And she's holding the key to the city. Why is that important for our discussion tonight? Well, it turns out that for the last 30 years, I've been serving as an advisor and counsel to organizations, people, government officials, both locally, nationally, and even abroad. And so I'm sharing some of these principles and advice with those who really are following me as it relates to being a student. And so I wanted to share that with you. But I'm super proud of the key, of course, but more importantly, of that lady holding the key. That is my mother, and as beautiful as she is. And so I wanted to share that with you. And so there you have it right there. Hey, Mom. I think Mom's even watching tonight. All right. Toys or tools. One of the things I've really discovered, being a parent of two daughters and being an uncle cousin and a friend to younger people, what I've really discovered is that we love holidays. We love Christmas. We love birthdays. We love reason to celebrate. And I don't know anybody who doesn't like a gift. But I've discovered something, and perhaps you'll agree with me, that not all toys are created equal, and that not all toys have a benefit for you down the road in life, right? I think you'd agree with me on that. And so I have a question to ask you tonight, and don't answer the question, but I'm going to ask the question, give you something to think about tonight. Two questions. First of all, toys or tools? Tools or toys? What is the best gift? Now, there's an intellectual side that's going to say one thing, but perhaps a more honest answer may come out as well. But think about that for a moment. And the second question is, what's the one tool that will never break, will keep providing value, and no one can ever take from you? What's the one tool that will never break and will keep providing value, and no one can ever take it from you? Now, if you're willing, I'd like you to just put in the comment section an answer to that question, your thoughts at least. What's the one tool that'll never break, will keep providing value, and no one can ever take from you? Let's see if there's some comments there. What's the one tool? Again, this is my broadcast, right? So I'm going to have an opinion on this for sure. But I think we'll come to a consensus, right? What's that one tool that will never break, will keep providing value, and no one can ever take from you? Greg has inserted the word mind. Love that answer. Who else would like to make a comment on that? What's that one tool that will never break, no one can ever take from you, that will always add value to you? Yeah, hope. Your mind. Yeah. I love the answers that I'm seeing that they're coming in from all over the place here, and it's not my job to dissuade you of your opinion on the matter, but I want to set a thesis for you and then prove that thesis, and then hopefully give you an opportunity for you to really engage and get a hold of that tool. Tawanda says faith. Now, whatever answer you come up with, I want you to run it through this particular question. Is faith a tool that never breaks, that will keep providing value, and no one can ever take from you? Is hope that tool as well? Let's think about that for a moment, right? As we go through these questions and answers, as we go through this, I think it's going to really be a profound revelation for all of us. Really, it's going to be something that you already know, I assure you, but you'll perhaps lean into it even further. Let's get after it. I'm going to give you 7 comparisons between a toy and a tool. And then as we conclude, we'll look at what I think is going to be helpful and what that tool really would be. All right. Number 1, toys bring short-term pleasure. Tools can make a permanent change. Isn't that true? I cannot tell you how many how many toys, games, gimmicks, plastic things that I have bought over the years and would still buy, quite honestly. But for a short term, right? Christmas gifts, if you celebrate Christmas, you wake up and kids or grandkids and nieces and nephews, they come over the house and everybody's looking at, they're ripping open packages and the thrill is gone just that quick, at least for the person who bought it, because all the packages are open and everyone's gone into their respective corners, right? How about that? How many of you have felt that way? The toy didn't bring that much joy. It wasn't long standing, right? If that's you, type in me. Me, if you've ever experienced that, it just did not have a long-term effect on you or the person, right? Right? Isn't that true? Absolutely. Absolutely. Secondly, toys cost little, tools cost more. Doesn't mean we shouldn't get it, but it does mean that toys generally, in comparison to tools, are going to be inexpensive, right? I was talking to the gentleman who helps me with my lawn outside today, and my mind goes to the fact that as a little kid, you can imagine a little kid wanting to rake with a small little rake or cut the grass with a fake lawnmower. Now, that little fake thing didn't cost a whole lot, right? But a real lawnmower, a real snowblower, that costs a whole lot more, right? But how many realize that the fake lawnmower and the fake snowblower and the fake rake doesn't give you any real permanent change in your life? Smiles for a minute, but not too long. Number 3, toys break, tools build. Toys break, tools build. Now listen, I am not the Grinch who stole Christmas. I love Christmas. I love gift giving. I love seeing people smile, and I will still build or buy things that are going to break in a week. I will still do that. But for the sake of our conversation, we want to look at the fact that toys, whatever those toys are, they break in comparison to tools that can build something, create something. Now, the toys I'm talking about, I'm not just talking about the toys that we got from Toys R Us. Is Toys R Us even still in business? I'm not even sure. Kids R Us, Toys R Us, GameStop, where those, I'm not just talking about that. I'm really talking about anything that we bought based upon emotion, based upon wanting to make us feel a certain way at a certain time, that really didn't add value to our lives long term. The average person in America will be paying for their Christmas the year before, well into the spring. I think it's into May at least. In other words, we bought something for a day, Christmas, let's say 2023, at the time of this recording. They will be paying it off in May of 2024. And in many cases, that which was bought was lost, used up, or broken. Can I get a witness? That which was bought was broken, used up, forgotten, left somewhere. I got any parents or grandparents who will plead to that, right? All right, number 4, toys are for the moment. Tools are for your future. So when thinking about this concept of toys or tools, if you buy something that's for a moment, you can put it in the toy category. But if it's going to really help you in your future, that might be a tool. That makes sense, right? It's going if it's something that's going to be momentary, it's going to be consumable, and it's over. That can be in a category of a toy. I'm not saying a person shouldn't get toys. I like toys, right? But I'm a little bit different these days for sure, because I'm thinking about my future rather than my immediate need or want or desire. I like toys. I really do. I like to do things. I like to, for instance, go to basketball games. I like to go to plays. My wife and I love to go to movies, right? But those ultimately are toy purchases. They have very little or next to nothing to do with our future, spiritually or otherwise. Number 5, toys are for enjoyment. Tools are for empowerment. I think this could be a book one day, right? I think this has got some meat on these bones, right? Toys are for enjoyment, where tools are for empowerment. Now you can enjoy that which you are being empowered by, but you get my point. If we can wear it, dress it, eat it, consume it, it might not have empowerment ability. Does it empower me in my future? Does it help me overcome situations? Does it cause me to be a better, stronger, more consistent individual? Does it help me get to my dreams and my goals? Or am I just simply trying to medicate myself with enjoyment, but not in any real empowerment? Number 6, toys are impulse purchases. Tools are an investment. Toys are an impulse purchase. Tools are an investment. I think of 2 men that come to mind. Both of them are very well heeled, as my mother would say, which means they're financially extremely successful. And both of them have and own boat and jet skis. The boat is a pontoon boat, high-end pontoon boat that is enjoyable as you kind of put around a lake and you look at the stars, and it's beautiful. All fantastic. The jet skis go fast, they're fun, a lot of laughs. Those are toys. Those are toys. But both of these gentlemen live on a lake, lakefront, literally on the lake, and their homes are something to behold. What's my point? My point is, though it's bringing enjoyment, those are impulse buys. I have the money, so I'm going to buy it. But those aren't tools that are being invested. You're not investing in a pontoon boat. You're not investing in a jet ski. I want a pontoon boat. I want jet skis. I want those toys, but I also recognize that I need to have investments in place before I have toys. Right? I shouldn't be spending all my money on a toy when in fact I don't have a property, don't own anything. Kind of, you get my drift, right? And so what I'm sharing with you tonight is hopefully to move you into a direction where you think about your future and you think about your decisions and you think about what is the one tool that will never break, will always add value, and no one can take from you. That's got to be where our emphasis is in our time, in our energy, in our resources. Number 7, toys take your money. Tools, however, can make you money. Toys take your money. Tools can make you money. Unless you rent out the jet ski and rent out the pontoon, it's taking money. Are you following me? It's not getting you anywhere. But a tool, when you invest in a tool can potentially make you money if you utilize it right and for those purposes. That's where investments should come in. That's where money should be invested in. That's where energy should be invested in. So here we go again. Let me ask the question. Let me go back. I'm going to recap these 7 points very quickly, and then we'll finish with the question or two. Number one, toys bring short-term pleasure. Short-term pleasure. Tools can make a permanent change in your life. Toys cost little. Tools cost more. Toys break. Tools build. Toys are for the moment. Tools are for your future self. Toys are for enjoyment. Tools are for empowerment. Toys are impulse purchases. Tools are investment. Toys take your money. Tools can make you money. Right? So you get where we're going with this. Now, the question we posed in the beginning was, what's the one tool that will never break, will keep providing value, and no one can ever take from you? I'm pausing for a reason there. I want you to think about that. Here's my answer. And I think it could be very hard to argue this answer. There may be others, but I know this one is for sure. Knowledge. Knowledge that has transformed your life can never be taken from you. Now, I'm very clear and purposeful with that statement because it's more than just getting information. Because information doesn't necessarily translate to knowledge, doesn't necessarily translate to benefiting you unless you use it. So knowledge that has transformed your life can never break, can never be taken from you, and will always add value. So investing in knowledge is the tool that is going to benefit you in your future self. It's the tool that is going to cause you to grow and to develop. It's a tool you'll not look back and say, I shouldn't have bought that, right? If it's knowledge that can transform your life, doesn't it make sense to invest in that, right? So again, I asked the question and I need an answer. What's the better investment? Toys or tools? I would like everybody to type in the chat one answer or the other. Toys or tools? What's the better investment? The better usage of your money? Now, as you're writing that in, I want to challenge those of you who are watching who are believers and followers of Jesus, as I am. There are others who are watching, listening, who may not be. But I want to make this statement. I want to make it very clear. There are millions of people who have invested in the knowledge of Scripture, but have not allowed those same scriptures to transform their life and transform their future. And so, as a churchman, as someone who has been walking with Jesus since 1981, December 5th, 1981, I am telling you without hesitation that knowing scriptures, quoting scriptures, going to church, but not applying that, and applying that outside of your Sunday 2-hour life, is not going to cause you to grow. It must be applied. in every area of your life. And so if you only have biblical knowledge in terms of scriptures, but you're not proficient in knowledge in terms of your job, your craft, where you're employed, in your business, you'll be very spiritual. You'll know a lot of scriptures, but you won't be healthy. You won't be financially stable. You won't even be able to really be a financial blessing to millions of people, because you haven't applied yourself in other areas, including the scriptures. Are you following me? Right? And so again, I go back to the fact that I am a churchman. I believe in the Lord's church. I believe in the local church. I believe this is the will of God. But like the Apostle Paul, who probably spoke 5 languages, who had the equivalent of 2 PhDs by the time he was 21, one record says, who was skillful in Judaism, but also knowledgeable in other areas and other disciplines. That individual is a person who could change the world. The Apostle Paul, through the help of the Holy Ghost, did exactly that. So I want to encourage you to think beyond just the scripture, right? We apply the scriptures to our life, but that causes me then to be diligent in other areas as well. So with that being said, again, what is a better investment? I think everybody has got 100 on that particular question. Knowledge is a better investment, right? Knowledge is. Tools, more specifically, tools that will change your mind and mental state are mental state for the better, is where you and I need to be investing our time and energy. As I mentioned earlier, yes, I am a pastor in the Lord's church, but I'm also a businessman. I'm also an advisor, right? And one of my purposes on the planet is to empower people so they can change their world. And one of the things I've done, I've developed at this point probably 30 or more courses to help people do exactly that. As a matter of fact, I have an app, an APP, where houses several of those courses that you can subscribe to. But what I'm offering you today is this. It's a new course called From Chaos to Clarity, 8 right now steps to take to get your life back on track. Now, it takes 2 things in order for you to benefit by this course. 1 is a decision, and 2 is humility. Because in buying this course, someone says, well, if I buy this course, I'm admitting that my life is in chaos or areas are not quite right. Well, I got news for you. Everyone I know is in different stages of growth and development. In this particular course, 100% digital, you'll simply click this link. You'll invest $19.95 and you will have the course. It will take you to my app. You'll put in your email, you'll do a password, and then you will have access to that particular course. You'll also see in the app all the other courses that if you want to subscribe, and I hope you'll do on a monthly basis, you'll get 2 new courses every month. And there's a list that's really profound. And so I really want you to take advantage of that. But this whole moment here, talking about tools and toys, was designed to help you and I understand that investing in ourselves is not a game, it's not a toy, it's for our future and our future self and others as well. And so let me give you the link. Again, it's $19, $19.95. It's a one-time cost, one-time deal. And you can click the link there. bit.ly toys or tools. Let me just type it in here. Let's see if we can toys or tools. There we go. And you can check it out. And if you do it in one of my courses, one of my most successful courses, I checked the stat again today, and there's 1,009 students who have taken a particular course, Achieving Your Dreams, and from 38 countries. So it's amazing that individuals who are online are searching for knowledge, and they found my particular course and were able to purchase it. And so I'm very glad about that. But there's been other courses and other training programs. And so I want you to check this out and take advantage of it. But this particular course is designed to help you get clear on your future and where you're going, and how to end the drama and the nightmares and the chaos that so many people are engulfed in that are simply distracting them from their future. I don't want you to be distracted. I want you to be purpose driven. And so click that link and check it out. I hope this was helpful tonight. If you found that this to be valuable to you, just give me a thumbs up, or just type in good job, Jeff. That will be encouraging to do. And so I encourage you as well. Don't let time just keep going by. Stop going from one drama to the next. Learn how to get out of the chaos and get clear on your future. Because where there's clarity, there can be acceleration to your known goal. So I want you to check it out. All right. Thank you, Tawana. She says, excellent job, Bishop. Appreciate that very much. Hopefully this will be helpful to you all. Still buy the kids toys, but a couple tools would not be helpful, would not hurt them at all. One final thing. One of the things, I had a standing yes with my two daughters when we would go to the mall and other places. A standing yes. That meant anytime we went to Barnes & Noble or any bookstore whatsoever, they always had a standing yes. In other words, you can always buy books. And boy, do they buy books. And I was so glad that as a young age, they fell in love with reading books. And so knowledge can't be broken, can't be taken from you. Always adds value. Have a great night, everybody. Thank you for being on. And we'll talk to you soon. Bye now. Thank you for your comments. Thank you.